Hey everyone, it's me, Arthur Kade. So Chicken George Rege. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
One of the most influential shows of all time is back. Talk to me about being part of the remake of Roots.
Well, I mean, that's a whole lot of talking to do. It's a big show. It's an iconic show. It's a show that means a lot to a lot of people in a very deep way. And so more than anything else, you feel the responsibility of taking on something like that, you know?
I grew up in this late 70s, early 80s, so I remember the impact of Roots, but much of your generation doesn't know the impact of Roots. What do you hope they take away when younger viewers see this on history?
The same thing you did the first time round, that they get something new, that they get a lot of context for the world that we live in today and how we got there and how that makes sense. I hope that the whole world makes a little bit more sense once you've seen a more filled-in history of that world. Does that make sense to you?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Did you watch the original, and if so, did you want to change the way you did Chicken George, or were there elements of the original Chicken George that you were hoping to emulate?
I try to do as little of my work in reaction to the old work as possible. Like, the new Roots is fresh, it is its own script, and so all of what I do is in reaction to what's in front of me. The words that are in front of me, the new telling of the story, and hopefully an entirely new take on Chicken George and what George means and how we see his life now that we are 40 years later. We are 40 years more knowledge, we're 40 years along in the conversation of what Roots means to us. And so I wanted to bring all of that to it.
As a young actor, you're on set with Forrest Whitaker, Lawrence Fishburne, Derek Luke.
Yeah.
Dude, what's going through your head at that point? Are you like, this is cool?
Kind of, but at the same time, you watch and you learn. You know, in the same way as you do in any workplace. If you're around the guy with the gold watch who's been there for 20 years, who knows what he's doing, you watch and you learn. And beyond that, you're busy enough and you've got enough of your own stuff going on that there's not that much time for it to distract you. It's surprisingly simple like that.